August 27, 1896, Zanzibar Harbor. In exactly 38 minutes, an empire would fall, a sultan would flee, and history would record the shortest war ever fought between nations. This is the story of a battle that changed the fate of East Africa forever. The Sultanate of Zanzibar, a tropical paradise controlling the spice trade of the Indian Ocean. For decades, it had been a British protectorate, ruled by sultans who danced to London's tune. But on August 25, 1896, everything changed. Sultan Hamad bin Thuwaini died suddenly, and his cousin, Khalid bin Bargash, seized the throne without British permission. The British were furious. Khalid was not their chosen puppet. Within hours, Basil Cave, the British consul, delivered an ultimatum. Abdicate by 9 a.m. on August 27th, or face the consequences. Khalid's response was defiant. He barricaded himself in the palace, gathered 2,800 defenders, and prepared for war against the British Empire. What Khalid didn't fully grasp was the overwhelming force gathering in the harbor. 3 British warships, HMS St. George, HMS Philomel, and HMS Thrush, their guns trained on his palace. 150 British Marines ready for assault. Against them, an aging palace, a handful of cannons, and men armed mostly with rifles and swords. David versus Goliath, but this David had no divine intervention coming. As dawn broke on August 27th, the harbor was silent. Diplomatic cables flew between Zanzibar and London. The deadline approached, 9 a.m. At 8:55, Khalid sent his final message to the British. "We have no intention of hauling down our flag, and we do not believe you will open fire on us." 5 minutes later, history would prove him catastrophically wrong. 9:02 a.m. The first shot rang out from HMS St. George. Within seconds, all 3 warships opened fire. The palace walls, built for ceremony, not warfare, crumbled under the devastating bombardment. Khalid's return fire was pitiful, his cannons outdated, his gunners untrained. The royal yacht Al Said tried to escape, but was blown apart in minutes. The palace's wooden structures burst into flames. Through the smoke and chaos, Khalid realized the terrible truth. This wasn't a battle. It was an execution. For 38 minutes, hell rained down on Stone Town. When the guns finally fell silent at 9:40 a.m., the scene was devastating. Over 500 of Khalid's defenders lay dead or wounded. The palace was a burning ruin. The British casualties, 1 sailor wounded. The shortest war in history was also one of the most one-sided. Sultan Khalid fled to the German consulate, then into exile. The British installed their chosen sultan, Hamad bin Mohammed. Zanzibar's brief moment of defiance was over, and with it, any pretense of independence. The Spice Islands would remain under British control for the next 67 years.
Yes, sir.
The Anglo-Zanzibar War stands as a stark reminder of the brutal efficiency of imperial power. In just 38 minutes, the age of gunboat diplomacy reached its most extreme expression. It showed the world that in the scramble for Africa, resistance was not just futile, it was suicidal. 38 minutes. That's all it took to crush a kingdom, silence a people's cry for freedom, and write one of the most lopsided chapters in military history. Some battles change the world over years. This one did it in less time than it takes to watch a TV show.